I want to go back. He wants to go back. I want to go back to the farm. Go back far away from home, with a milk pail on my arm. I miss the rooster, the one that used to wake me up at 4 a.m. down on the farm.
I'm Scott Boehm. They call me the old farmer. Today we're planting some vegetables to grow during the wintertime. This is January 2nd, 2019, and we're filling this pot with dirt. Happens to be Miracle Grow. That's what we had on hand. What we're starting, the snow peas, the peas that my dog likes, and they're good in salads and such. So we're just taking one of these window planters and we're filling it with dirt. And then we're going to put in the seeds. Now, we grew these last year. We're finishing up the pack that we got from the store, and then we're going to finish filling out this planter with seeds that we got from the plants that we grew. And it's just planting them in. I'm doing it close together. We'll keep the strongest ones, and then when they get a little taller, we'll run some strings so that they can grow up, because they are a vine type of snow pea. And that was finishing up the pack of seeds from last year, and now the seeds that came from the plants that we grew from those seeds. And we're just putting them, maybe about a ½ inch below ground level. And this is very light. It isn't going to be hard for the seedlings to break through the dirt. And so we're just finishing up, putting a couple, 3 in each row, and then just going, maybe 3 inches apart, and see how that turns out. And of course, we have seeds left over for starting in the springtime, but we wanted to see how this works. Now, I tried last spring, and to be perfectly honest, we were completely behind on everything that we were doing. It wasn't by choice, it was because of the weather. And so I tried seedlings grown kind of the way that my gardener suggested, and it just didn't work. Damping off, or they wilted. We just couldn't keep them moist enough using that process. So we're going to go back and do it the way that I'm familiar with starting it. I'm not saying his ways doing it is wrong. I just couldn't get it to work that one time. So I know this way will work. And not necessarily all the seeds will germinate, but they will grow. And before I did the snow peas that you saw, I did one with lettuce and spinach, and half of it was spinach and half of it was lettuce, and that's the one that we just watered. And the second one is the snow peas. My dog Mimi just loves snow peas. And in the garden, when they were growing, she would go out and wait for us to pick her a snow pea, because she just likes them and enjoys it. Earlier, I showed you some of the other things that we were growing. At Christmas time, we took over to a family reunion that we had at Christmas time some daughter plants off that aloe plant. We got 5 or 6 of them, I can't remember how many, and just handed them out to anybody who wanted it. And of course, that's the dill. We did have in that hole there in the dirt the sage. It just wasn't doing good in that pot, so I just quickly stuck it up in this pot up here and next to the basil, and it's doing very well. Later on, I'll put it in its own pot so that it'll do even better. And these are the chili peppers that we grew last year out in the garden. We brought them back in. I had flowers on them, and I went through with a Q-tip and pollinated the flowers on the chili peppers, and you can see that we got some chili peppers growing. So I just thought I'd take you along as we did this. I'm the old farmer Scott Bain saying, be well.
Know that when you build those stairs, all of your risers are going to be dead on.
Down on the farm,